There's a reason why thousands of patients like me have walked through the doors of Craig Hospital every year since 1955. It's not just because of Craig's world-class outcomes or expertise in brain injury, or the remarkable longevity of staff, leading research, peer mentoring, and family housing. It's not because of the patient-centered treatment or state-of-the-art facility. When you come to Craig, you're not just getting the best care out there. When you come to Craig, you join a family.
Craig is more than just a place for brain injury rehabilitation. It's a place that changes you forever and helps you return to an independent and meaningful life.
Why we chose Craig was from the second that I walked in the doors, I knew it was the right place. Everywhere that I went on the tour, I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. There's people out and about doing therapy. Everyone looks so happy. Felt like there was a camaraderie.
Following a catastrophic brain injury, it's important to understand that you or your loved one may need a very specialized, focused brain injury system of care.
This is where you want to go for a complex traumatic brain injury because of the experience that we have as a collective group of physicians and therapy and nursing specialists. So our specialized approach and our years of experience and expertise give us a real unique ability to address needs for the patients.
Knowing that they were nationally renowned, that they had this multidisciplinary care team, they had exceptional patient outcomes, and as evidence that where I was sending Mike was going to be amazing.
After our initial assessment, we set up goals. We work every day, every week towards those goals. We align with the patient and their family in terms of where they want to be when they go home.
When we got there, they set us up, introduced us to our care team.
And the teams consist of the physician, a rehabilitation nurse, a neuropsychologist, a physical therapist, occupational therapist, and speech therapist. But we also have a therapeutic recreation specialist, a music therapist.
The entire rehabilitation team needs to understand those interactive dynamics. Personalized, individualized care take into account the individual personal traits with the injury severity. And then as an individual gets better with their injury, you as a team have to have the experience and wherewithal to keep up with their changing needs and keep up with families' changing expectations and be prepared for community integration and the next phase of their life.
The other part that is critical of our component in terms of team planning is who is this patient? And recognizing this person before injury and where we have to get them to after injury.
One thing that Craig always said is that we're not just here for only you, we're here for your whole family, which is something that made me feel super comfortable while being there. Because when a brain injury happens, it doesn't just happen to an individual, it does happen to the entire family.
Craig houses families on the campus. So right next to us is family housing. Families can be involved in their loved ones' whole day, from getting up in the morning to going to bed at night. And I think that that's a comfort for families too.
It's not just a recommendation that families are involved, it's actually pretty much an expectation that families are involved in all of our therapy sessions in order to learn the skills to be able to take their loved one home with them.
I think as a nurse, I was able to see that the employees were super happy, and I think that that actually makes a big difference in the care that you get, and in terms of their outcomes, you can see that.
Our discharge to home rate is very high. So we're not only able to take folks through inpatient, but we're also able to follow them through our community reintegration program and our driving program and our outpatient program back out into the community and help support them to be successful.
The speech therapy, that was the main focus point, being an engineer and getting back at that cognitive level, the demands of in a kind of a high-paced work environment.
Speech pathologists and occupational therapists work together for augmentative communication, so helping a patient's ability to communicate, and then assistive technology, which also may be them being able to access technology or use technology to, again, communicate with kind of the outside world.
What's really impactful about therapy here at Craig is maximizing somebody's independence. Bathing, dressing, feeding, homemaking. We have all the adaptive equipment or adaptive techniques for somebody with limited mobility to be able to participate in those activities.
When patients come to Craig, this is all new. And what we really want to provide for them is hope, is opportunity, is really opening the doors of what's possible.
Years later, as I look back and we all look in the mirror like, how am I in one piece? And I can't fathom the recovery process going any better on any level. And I get a little smile on my face when I'm going through the hallways at Craig because I know what I was like and what Craig did for me.
It's important to be confident that you've chosen the best quality care for yourself or your loved one. Our patients live healthier, happier, and more independent lives than their peers at other facilities. At Craig, we don't just provide the best care out there, we empower lives. So come to Craig and join our family. Visit craighospital.org to start your admissions process.